FIDO2 plus PKI, how to run both from one console. My name is Michael Samara, I'm from VersaSec, and this is the third video in our series. Thanks for joining. Here's the uncomfortable truth about going passwordless. Most enterprises can't go all FIDO2, and they shouldn't necessarily. Some applications need certificates, your VPN, your email signing, your door badges, those run on PKI and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Other applications, your cloud apps, your web SSO, they should be on FIDO2, and that's a great use for them. FIDO2 plus PKI, how to run both from one console. So if you're an IT security manager running a hybrid credential environment or about to be, this video is good for you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which apps in your environment should run on FIDO2, which should stay on PKI, and you'll have the map to prove it. I'm going to walk you through it right now. Also, if you manage credentials at your enterprise at scale, please feel free to subscribe. This is the final video of this three-part series, but we do have other useful videos for you. This is the credential map, a simple concept. You list every application in your environment and answer 3 questions about each one. The answers tell you whether it should run on FIDO2 or stay on PKI. You can download this. The link is in the description. It's a Google Doc. Feel free to copy it and fill it out for your organization. So, our 3 questions. Simple. That's all you need. Question 1, does the application support FIDO2 or WebAuthn? If no, stay on PKI. Simple. You can't migrate to something that the app doesn't support. Question 2, does it need encryption, digital signing, or offline authentication? If yes, PKI. FIDO2 is authentication only. It cannot encrypt your emails, it can't sign documents or code, and it usually does not work in air-gapped environments. Question 3, is it cloud or web-based with more than 100 users? If yes, move it to FIDO2. That's your high impact, low risk, and a quick win. So 3 questions, and you know where every app in your environment belongs. So let's look at the application map. Here's the table. I've pre-filled 12 common enterprise applications so you can see the pattern. Let's look through some of these main ones that you'll recognize some names here, like your Microsoft 365 or Entra ID console, maybe AWS or Salesforce, VPN, Active Directory, and then we get into some of the signing examples. So Microsoft 365, you can use FIDO2 here, but also PKI. So which it makes sense if you have certificates on cards. That can be an even simpler method. AWS console, you can move this one to FIDO2 due to its native security key support. So easy, it's built in, you can move it there. Now let's look at VPN. So Cisco, Palo Alto, most VPNs require client certificates. So that's not going to work. In this case, PKI is your guy. Email signing, we talked about this one. Again, SMIME, there is no FIDO2 equivalent for email signing. PKI needs to stay. Physical access, FIDO does not support that. You need a device that does. So whether you have FIDO or PKI, that can be on a device that supports physical access as well. For your OT or SCADA systems, those are air-gapped. It can support either, but you may see more PKI in those environments. SAP is an interesting one. It really depends on your version and the SSO configuration. There's a check and have a look at your setup situation there. So when you fill this out for your own environment, you'll see a pattern. About 40% of your apps can move to FIDO2 and about 60% stay on PKI. That's normal, and that's what coexistence looks like. If you found this document useful, feel free to download it. Again, it's in the description, so just copy the Google Doc, change the example rows, and add your own applications, and you'll have your credential map in about 20 minutes. So let's get to the real question. So now you have your map, you know what's FIDO2 and you know what's PKI. The real question becomes, how do you manage both? 2 enrollment workflows, 2 lifecycle policies, 2 revocation processes, audit trails. That's where the operational pain lives, not running 2 credential types. It's in managing them separately. So what you need is one console that manages the full lifecycle of both. Register, issue, renew, revoke, all from one place. That's what VersaSec CMS does. It manages both FIDO2 and PKI credential life cycles from a single console, over 50 different credential types, USB, smart card form factors, many different manufacturers. It integrates with Entra ID, Okta, Ping, and more. And again, the link for this information is in the description. So a quick recap of our full video series. In one video, we answered the big question, was it FIDO2 or PKI? The answer for most enterprises is both. In video 2, we walked through the rollout planner, how to deploy credentials to 1,000 users without a help desk meltdown. And in this video, we quickly mapped which apps get FIDO2 and which stay on PKI. All these 3 resources are free to download. The links are in the description. If this was useful, please feel free to subscribe. We try to be practical with no extra fluff, and we'll keep making content like this for enterprise IT security teams and leaders like yourself. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you soon.